everyone, welcome to the discussion for Mutated. So, the caveat I did forget to mention is everything that you saw there was prototype, but in all honesty, I think it looks pretty good.
What a well put together game.
It's very stressful.
Right, so, speaking of these types of games, obviously, there's nothing totally new here. It's your run-of-the-mill hidden roles with a trader element, but what it does really well over games like the Resistance, which the Resistance is that similar ilk, but there's two people in the on the trader team and then three on the other side, and then one person picks two people to go on a mission, and you basically pick a success or a fail card, and if one is a fail card, the whole mission fails. And there's a certain number of missions that need to be failed before that team wins. But that game almost requires 6 people minimum to be good. You can play it with, I think...
At least 2.
Oh, it's right here. You can play a minimum of 5 to 10 players. So unlike games like this game can be played with, I think it was 4 to 8. And I think it does a really, really good job at 4. I was asking one of the co-designers, I was like, what's the sweet spot? How many players do I really need to get to make this game good? He's like, I've had good games at 4, I've had good games at 8. So I thought this was a lot of fun with 4 people. Mm-hmm. There was that tension of you immediately start the game with, okay, I don't know who it is. And even over time, the game gives you the freedom to not basically have a tell. A lot of trader games you have to have played quite a bit to be able to hide the fact that you're a traitor, like Devin was saying, because I kept handing him good stuff, so I'm assuming he trusted me the entire game. If I was the alien, that's something...
You played deep.
Yeah.
Illogically.
I'm just okay, he'll trust me, but I could... Yeah, so that other games with traitor elements, you have to play it a lot to get that good, but this one, it's a good gateway game into that. It wasn't until one action where you took it, where it's okay, now all my suspicion towards her or him is kind of swayed because you took that. But you could have argued, I think it's Devin, and fight the entire time that it's Devin, so I don't want him to, hold these cards. And I don't know how many there are in the deck, so you could be building towards it. In our reality, you were just taking it just so we didn't finish it, which is still a really good move. So that's what I wanted to say first. I love the fact that every card you discard is discarded face down. Mm-hmm. So it's okay, well, what did they get rid of? Because as a human player, you have to get rid of the mutated, or you can just be getting rid of good stuff. That, okay, well, I just don't want them to have these, and that's where the other cards, the actions to let you look in there, look at other players' hands, because when I looked at his hand, he had 2 sabotage cards, so I was alright, well, I don't think it's him. But still, the game, and everyone's play style forced me to even doubt him, even though I was pretty sure he wasn't. So I think the game did a fantastic job doing that. What did you guys like?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate?
No.
Nope. Just everything about it.
I think the biggest thing I like is, for some reason, it makes me think of if we had modern really advanced technology in the 80s and we went to space, just the color scheme that they
that neon color
and,
scheme.
She looks pretty cool, maybe an alternative Ghostbuster.
A total a hipster.
Yeah.
Hipster on the space thing.
Yeah.
Funny enough, how I found out about this game is Devin and I were walking around the Gen Con. I looked over and their big sign was neon, and I was like, ooh!
Excellent.
And we just walked over there and played
Excellent.
a quick demo, also at 4 players, where the person running it was so blatantly obvious as the alien that Devin just shot her, and we're
I keep shooting people.
I don't know why.
Gun happy.
It's
I was thinking of just rolling the dice. Who wants to get shot?
Man, I was terrified you were gonna shoot me. I was it would be you would just be okay, Seth.
Well, I was thinking, how would I look like the biggest idiot if they were the alien? And I was like, it was fucking Seth. I swear to fucking God.
Well, because the paranoia track actually went up. This gets flipped. So if you are shot, place your hand face down on medbay. So I guess your turn is skipped and you cannot receive cards until a player revives you. So you use a battery to like jolt them back up. As an action, the player may place a battery to get you out of the medbay or airlock. If you shoot another player, place their hand face down in the airlock. Oh, I forgot about that. You would go on the airlock. And all other players not in medbay or in the airlock must vote whether to shoot you into space, putting you in medbay, or increasing the paranoia by 1. If there's a tie, you are shot into space. I did forget about the airlock part, but we killed the alien, so we won. But it's like, if you were the... Because it just goes on that dynamic as you reveal you're not the... You know that you're human.
You're like, "Ugh."
Yeah, so you're in medbay, and then he's in the airlock, so we can be like, okay, let's shoot him out, because he's shooting people. So, but then he could reveal that he's not the... It's like, oh my god, it's one of us! And it becomes that kind of, that tension. The entire time, I was gonna say time and game, I was pretty stressed out by...
I was feeling pretty chill.
Were you?
Yeah, wasn't
Right.
bad.
Right. This is not the worst trailer game I've ever played. Probably the worst, and not worst as in like what a shitty game. I mean like stress wise is it's gotta be
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar, yeah, because talk about a stress shit
Yeah,
show.
I mean, but that...
That's the long con.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica, you can't really compare this because that is such a grand game.
Yeah, I love
that will
this.
be long. This
Yeah.
one is a great filler game that gives you that tension.
Like if you just want to drink and hang out with your friends and play a few rounds of this, that would be like
Yeah, BattleCon
so
is like
fun.
a couple hours in, and what they do
Battlestar.
is, well, I say BattleCon.
BattleCon,
Battlestar Galactica is you hand out roll cards, and someone could be a Cylon, which is there's a traitor if you know anything about the show. And then halfway, and no one knows because it's all hidden. But halfway through your destination, new roll cards get passed out. So now you know someone is a Cylon. It may not have been the first half of the game, but you already don't trust each other. But at that point, you know someone is, but you just don't know who. With this one, like I wouldn't compare it. I'd compare this to the Resistance.
Yeah.
And I like this a lot better than the Resistance. Do the player count, same kind of tension and theme.
No, but like I like everything down to the font. First of all, I look like I rape people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, do we all have the same?
Yeah, they all look the same. But that
Jeff Goldblum.
it might be.
Oh, can I see that?
Hello.
And then the
I
alien.
my character looks like they had a
Chef
very
Goldblum.
bad stroke.
He's like sexy. He's like
I want to see the
Yeah.
alien.
Oh, that's creepy.
And then
yeah.
it goes into the creepy
It's
kind
like he
of
like morphs a little bit. Yeah.
That's the
But like I like the
alien.
artwork, I like the actual game itself, I even like the font, I like the color scheme, I like the art, I like everything.
What do you like?
10 out of
Or
5.
did you like the game?
I didn't like the game because I got shot! No. I like it too. I'm awful at lying, so I really planned on getting shot.
I'm not.
Well, I think you did good, because I was on a 50-50, like, I could
It's
have
not. It's not me.
Why are you winking?
If you know what I mean.
I see you having a stroke.
I like the font and the color scheme. I did not even know that this flipped over.
Oh, I
Yeah,
never flipped
it
over.
only flips whenever a person is attacked.
Yeah.
So, let's see, Devin, what do you think?
What do I think?
Because you actually got to play the demo.
I did.
What do you think about kind of Gen Con experience and how
Right.
it's
I mean, where someone wasn't so disgustingly obvious that they were the. Well, as soon as you like said it was her, it's like she had that smile.
Did
like,
she?
She smiled, and I was like, oh, she totally fucking me. So.
Because I meted it, I was like, well, obviously you're not going to let new people at a con play the traitor. You're going to be it.
Mhm.
I like meted that so hard.
That's funny.
But yeah.
But yeah, it's I have not. I think this may be the second trailer game I've played.
What was the first one?
Like one was like that Baldur's Gate game.
Oh yeah,
That
where
kinda had
it's
a
kind of
trailer
co-op
element.
and then someone becomes a traitor. It's a little bit different.
I mean, I like this a lot better than that one's mechanic
Yeah.
because I know that one could really fuck you over somehow.
Yeah, it's always random. The scenarios never really
I
pan
don't
out
like the randomness.
sometimes.
I like that you get to play the.
Yeah, you know where you're at.
early on.
And it's always, like I was saying, I'm not that good of an actor.
Mhm.
So like, I love being the traitor because I know I'm the traitor.
Mhm.
And I have that sense of relief. But whenever I pulled this and I was like, it's not me. So now I have to do the work to try and figure out who it is. And it's 3 other people that I don't know.
Well, at one point out of the deck, I drew the mutated card, and I was like, oh, does that mean I'm mutated somehow? And then I actually kept reading it. It says if a human draws it, you just discard it.
They do a really good job explaining everything on the cards too of what you
Yeah.
do with each roll. So there's almost no confusion while you're playing. Because that would have sucked had you had it not said that. You would have kept it.
Yeah, it
It's
would
an
have been
easy,
like, oh,
it's
shit.
easy pickup to play game.
I'm mutating people without
Since
I
I'm unlimited
used it, it's
in
in
my
the
trader
order.
games, but that felt like a good game.
Right,
Good opinion, good filler, not too
Yeah.
time consuming.
Yeah.
Easy setup.
Yeah,
you
I
can take
like-
it on the go.
Yeah, like I like how it was simple. Like, cause I know there are in their heavier games, they're made to be played like that. But like in Darkest Winter or what is
Dead
it?
of Winter.
Dead of Winter. There's like tricky things where like sometimes you have to do something that makes it look like you're a traitor.
Yeah, like
you
Shadows
have
over
to-
Camelot,
yeah.
stuff like that, where they force you to do things.
Like, hey,
so
why are you killing this kid? Trust me.
He needs to die.
and that's not inherently bad. It helps mask the traitor. So if you if an inexperienced player does something, it's like, no, trust me, like I have to do this,
Yeah.
and everyone has to say that.
Yeah.
But in games like this, it does put a lot of strain on the person who's the alien because they have to, try and read each player. Through experience alone, you could start playing on other players. Like if they kept accusing me, you can jump in on that and start accusing me as well to kind of and then you point out, like it said, there's no restriction to table talk. So it's like every single action or everything that someone does can be scrutinized.
Well, right. Yeah. Like what I would if this were in the App Store, it would be like Trader Light.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
So I never do this because I always forget. But on the Kickstarter page, they do have like the complete story. It comes with one copy of Alien Entity Mutated and one copy of the original Alien Entity, which is like a prequel to this. So they have like a story, and I think they have a comic as well, and that's $40. The game itself is $29. So I think for artwork alone, sheer amount of cards, and whatever stretch goals they have, is a pretty good price point. What do you guys? Was there anything you guys didn't like?
Nope.
I can't really think of anything either. Most games like this seem to favor like the traitor or the alien. Makes it a little bit easier for them to win. But in both our cases, the alien.
Yeah, I haven't really felt like
the alien was shit. Yeah.
I feel like the alien is not as favored.
Excuse me.
Well,
Yeah.
hell no, certainly
You
not.
can't remember.
It's a lot
against
harder
the
to win.
rule.
But maybe we just haven't run into someone who gets lucky enough to get mutant cards to spread their team.
That's true.
I never
So
drew
if-
one.
I
never
drew.
drew- oh,
If that had been the case,
order
then
had
it would have
been
really
different,
spread out quick.
So that could be a negative, because I guess technically that's probably why they have 3 other ways for the alien to win. Like if I built my escape pod, I could have picked you,
Yeah.
and you win, or I could and you lose and he loses and we win.
That's why I was like, I have to steal this and then give him a piece back.
Gotcha.
Because it's like, well, I mean, if he's an alien, maybe what if he's not an infectious alien? He's
Right.
Crafty.
Right. Or if as we start, I'm assuming the paranoia track, is more prominent with more players. You have more people shooting each other, attacking each other, more aliens that are coming out that you have to deal with, so that shoots that up. In a 4-player game, this got to number 2.
Well, every time a person's attacked, it also goes up.
Yeah, so once that goes up, and then they basically have their hand on the airlock, and you could shoot them out if you want. I'm sure that's more prominent with more people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which is a good thing. Like you don't have to have it, but yeah, if you shoot them out into space, then you increase paranoia by 1, because you just start killing off people, and then as the alien just does more and more of a good job, unless they get narrowed out, then they'll win. So maybe that's why, because you rely on essentially luck, and other players' suspicions. Because if you don't draw mutated cards as the alien, that kind of hoses you to get other people. That could be a negative.
Believe me.
Trust me. I mean, that could be also another negative with the mutated cards, because it'd be very hard to pass someone a mutated card and have them not react. Be like, oh! And then now they, it's like if anyone has played the game, they'd be like, oh, okay, so he's mutated, he got passed by him, shoot him. So that could be a negative, but I haven't experienced that.
I mean, then you'd be faulting someone for their poker face, and at that point, it's not the game's fault.
That is true.
If you can't fucking act,
That is
that's
true.
real
Yeah,
shit.
if you get a mutant card, you can just. I mean, now it's at that point your goal is to help them win.
Exactly.
So you're
I was
not
like,
out of the game.
when I thought I got it, I thought that's how it worked. Like I thought I was gonna be mutated. I was in. I was like, oh,
Good.
let's fucking
Good.
do
I want
it.
everyone to die.
Then I realized I was okay.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I don't have a whole lot of negatives. Is there anything you guys would like to see from? Because they're on Kickstarter right now.
I mean, it's nitpicky. It'd be cool if like the humans had different faces and it's not all just one guy.
Oh right,
That's
like
just
you
one
actually
of those
felt like a
little-
different person.
Yeah, that's just one of those little things.
That'd be cool if you could give it a little bit more theme, more atmospheric. Other than that, like aspects of the game, maybe, I mean, if you wanted to add more depth, roll cards that
Yeah.
everyone has, they have a unique ability.
Yeah.
The alien has a unique ability as well. Like maybe if you get a special card, you can bypass their biogel or something like that.
eggs into your brain.
Oh my god.
I can shit.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe a unique ability might give it away. Like,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
it's supposed to be secret. So if all of a sudden you're like doing a unique ability and somebody's like, oh, well.
Oh
I
yeah,
obviously
especially if
know.
you played the game enough,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I
If
know
it
that
were
ability.
revealed and we were trying to hunt down someone, then it'd be
Yeah.
different, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was
Yeah.
just a stupid idea.
But you
Um,
idiot!
Other than that, yeah, I mean, just atmospheric. I like the
Yeah.
different faces. You don't have freaking
It's,
the guy who
Napoleon
plays-
Dynamite.
No.
John Heater.
Jeff Goldblum.
It's Jeff. Yeah, mix of Jeff Goldblum and John Heater. I was gonna say the guy who plays in Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
No,
I-
definitely Jeff Goldblum, John Heater.
Anything that you guys can think of?
Pretty well covered it.
All right, scale of 1 to 10. Devin.
Oh, let's see here. Playable, yes. Like top 10. But it's a good filler game. Quick, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Give it an 8.
Give it an 8.
I'm giving it a 9. I'd like to play it again to see where it lands, but I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Like for me, yeah, it is a really good filler game. Is it the top? Is it the best trader game I've played? No. But we've also only ever played it at 4. I feel like it could definitely go up. Like if you're playing with 8 people. I don't know if they have different rules for war. Like if you have 8 people, is it like still 1 alien versus 7 humans? I don't think so, because they gave me cards with another alien. So I'm assuming with like 8 people, you have 2 aliens and 6 humans, which would be a lot of fun. Because even as aliens, you don't know who's who. You don't know which is the alien. So that would be really interesting. So I don't know what they have plans for that, but I really like it. So we got a 7.5, 8, 9, 8.5 for me. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Check out the Kickstarter page. It is live right now as this video is up. So go back it for a really good price point and a fun game. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this, and if you like this video, then click the subscribe button below to enjoy any video that I put out. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that so you get notified of whenever I actually upload these videos. If you want to support the channel, you can definitely visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.